All right. This should be better. All right. Let's roll those shoulders up, back, and down. We'll make up for it. Don't worry. Little step touch here. Arms swinging. In a moment, we'll take 2 steps to our left. In 4, 3, 2, 2 steps. You're going to add a hamstring curl on the end. And as you do that, kind of really swing that foot, or not swing it, sorry, drag that foot so you get a little action with that hamstring. We're going to change it in a moment. We're going to do 3 hamstring curls. So we in, out, in. When you're ready, in, out, in. That means inside leg, outside leg, inside leg. This 2 steps, oh, sorry. These 2 steps can become a great count if you prefer. Or it can stay 2 steps. Stay here, hamstrings only. Hands by your side, press back. Tricep extension. 4, 3, 2, last one, toes out in front. Pretending a little bicep curl, just warming up those muscles for where we'll be going. Knee lift, press it up. Pull it down. Good, start up and over. Cross that knee across your body. In a moment, we'll stay on our left and we'll double time it. 4, 3, stay left. Pick up that pace. Good, last time. Step touch. Swing those arms. In a moment, we'll do 2 steps to the right. 4, 3, 2 steps. 1 hamstring curl at the end. Add on 3 hamstrings, inside leg, outside leg, inside leg. Stay here, hamstrings only. Palms face forward, press back, tricep. Good. Toes in front, turn that into a bicep, lift it. Press your arms up, knees up. Hold those arms up, pull down. Good, up and over, and cross that knee. In a moment, we'll stay on that right leg and we'll double time it in 4, 3, 2, here you go. Two more. Step it out this time. Big deep breath in. Relax those shoulders back and down. Hands on your thighs. Let's drop that right shoulder in, look over your left. Left shoulder in, look over your right. Good, lunging side to side. Good, back through center. Roll that tailbone under and extend that tailbone up. And roll it under and extend it up. Shoulders out of your ears, abs drawn in. Big deep breath in. I want you to turn and face your chair. turn your chair so the seat is near you. We're just going to do a quick little upper body here, upper body set. So hands on the outsides of your chair, please. And then find a beautiful high plank position. Make sure that you're not piped. Make sure you're not sagging, right? Be broad across those shoulders. Bend your elbows backwards and straighten. Nice tricep push up here. So elbows are coming backwards, grazing your rib cage or not. Make sure that you're not just dropping your hip, you're bending your elbow and lowering that body, still as a unit in that plank position. Hold it down, just isometric hold here, back of the neck is long, press back through those heels, straighten out those legs, lift those quads, and then we're just gonna hinge it back. You can bend the knees, drop your hands, swing those arms. Wingspan 6 feet, fathom. Hands on your thighs, lift it up. Big deep breath in. And exhale, bring it down. All right. Let's grab that ball for starters, please. You can have your chair there if you need it for balance. You may or may not need it. We're going to take that ball so that it's in front of your right thigh and behind your left hamstring. Left toes are pointed. You're going to bend that right knee and let those left toes come forward and then come up, right? So bending and straightening that right knee. If you want a little more challenge, and then you probably will need this for balance, you come up on the toes of that right foot. And then you can stay on the toes or you can come down and up, down and up. Good. Two more. Beautiful. Bring that ball to the side. Abs are in, right leg bends, left leg slides to the side and back in. And again, we have options. We can stay flat-footed. We can be up on the toes the whole time. Or you can come down and come up. So as you come down, heel comes down. As you come up, leg straightens and you're up on those toes. Two more. Good. All right. Roll the ball around. So it's behind your right thigh and a little bit in front of your left. Abs drawn in that right knee. Slide that left leg back. Don't let the leg get sloppy. Keep it nice and straight and then come up. Good. Again, you can be up on the toes of that right foot. You can come down and come up if you want. But it's not just that heel raise. Make sure you're bending that right knee. Good. Feel this in that glute, I hope. Two more. Nice. All right, we have one more direction. That foot crosses behind, so now the ball rolls even farther behind that right knee. Bend that right knee and come up. So we're in our curtsy position. And again, if you want to come up on your toes, you can do that. I think maybe I'm not going to do that on this angle. Again, that right glute should be getting plenty of action here. Two more. Last one. Bring that foot back in front. Both legs are straight. Roll up on those left toes, right? And then we're just lifting up and down. Just a simple heel raise on that, right toes. Left leg is up in the air. Right heel is lifting and lowering. We should feel that in that right calf fairly soon. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax it down. Let's switch all that over to the other side, please. So the ball is in front of the left thigh. Right toes are pointed, shoulder up, back, and down. Bend that knee, right toes come forward, and then we slide up. So sliding forward and up, forward and up. And again, options to be up on your toe the whole time, or to come down and up, right? So heel comes down as you come down, bending your knee, and then as you straighten your leg, you lift off that heel, if you want. Or, as I said, stay up on your toe the whole time. You'll feel that a little bit more in that quad. Okay. And now to the side, right? So we're going to bend that left knee, slide that right leg out, and lift up. And out, and up. And of course, you can be up on the toes the whole time if you want. Or you can be down on your heel and come up on your toes as you move through this. Yeah, I think I changed what I was doing. I don't know. Do whatever you want with your arms, by the way. Last time, and now we rotate so the ball is more behind the left thigh and in front of the right. We bend that left knee, slide that right leg backwards, and come up. So we're up and down, reaching. Again, option to be up on the toes the whole time, right? Or down on the heel, up on the toes. Last two. And last one, cross it over. We're going into that curtsy move now. So that left leg bends, right leg stretches behind you. Two more. Good. We go all the way back in front. Right toes are just up in the air. Left leg is straight, and we do that heel raise. Try not to push into your chair, please. Four, three, two, and one. All right. Let's get your weights in the chair where you can reach them. You're gonna put that ball between your quads now. And you want your feet in parallel so that you feel you are squeezing that ball. And then I'm just gonna go sideways to start with. We're gonna come up on those tippy toes. We're gonna allow that knee to bend forward, and you're gonna squeeze the ball. Bend a little more and squeeze the ball. Bend a little more and squeeze the ball. And then we're gonna come up an inch, squeeze the ball, up an inch, squeeze the ball, up an inch, squeeze the ball. So we go down, squeeze, down, squeeze, down, squeeze, up, squeeze, up, squeeze, up, squeeze, down, 3, 2, and 1, up. Good, so just keep that going, right? And then just test it out, see if you could just come to your fingers. And then we're gonna add on one more thing. Come down to your kind of most challenging level. Shoot your hips in front and behind, in front and behind. As you come up and down, so your hips are going side to side. And you're squeezing that ball the whole time, and you're up on your toes that whole time. And if you feel sensation in your knees, uncomfortably so, take away that side to side and just go down, 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 squeezing, up, squeezing, etc. Good. All right. Put your heels down. Stay in this same position now, with knees in front. Make sure you're not going to bang onto your chair as you grab your weights. Palms are facing front. Shoulders up, back, and down. Sit into it. Squeeze the ball. Serve your platter. As I said, you know where the back of your chair is, please. Squeezing that ball. Can you squeeze the ball a little harder? 4 more like this. Last 2. Last one, arms are straight. Pull that booty under, sit a little deeper, bend your elbows just 1/4 of an inch, straighten them, straighten and straight.
That's true.
Pardon me?
Mm-hmm.
4, 2, straight arms, shoulders back and down, squeeze your ball, hold your arms straighter, even straighter. and relax. All right, put one weight down, or actually put both weights down for now. Okay, you're gonna try this, and if it doesn't work, you switch to either just the ball or just the weight, because it depends on how long your legs are and how much space you have. But here's what I'd like you to try. One weight behind your right leg, and the ball between your heel and your hip. But don't have it way out here where there's just air, right? You have to find a spot where it's touching both your thigh and your calf. Then bend your left knee, extend your spine, find a place where you can have your torso almost parallel to the ground. Don't let this belly sag, pull that sucker in, right? And then press the heel to the sky, press the heel to the sky. Now we got a couple things going on. You have that weight on the back of the leg, but you are also holding that ball in place. Now, if you feel like that's enough going on, stick with that. If you want to add one more annoying element, take that weight in your right hand, and as you lift the leg up, you do a lateral raise, leading with the elbow, squeezing that shoulder blade together. Last two, and last one. We're gonna take a break. I guess the ball took a break anyway. All right, and we're not quite done with that side. But for this next one, for safety, we're gonna not use the weight for now. But we're gonna put that ball back behind our leg. But our leg is gonna be going sideways. All right, palm facing the back of the room, pinky up, and both are going up and back, if that makes sense. So this is gonna work on that rear deltoid, that rear shoulder muscle, and hopefully be getting some tricep here. So pinky is up, and that left knee is still bent, right? Last two, and last one. All right, let's go ahead and switch up to the other side, please. And take all your little stuff over there. All right, so remember, we're starting with that weight behind the left leg. And then we put that ball where it's touching some part of your calf and hamstring. Then you want to bend that right knee, find a fairly flat back, and press that heel straight up in the air. Make sure that right knee is bent so the tailbone can be long, abs are pulled in. And then if you want to add on, we add that lateral raise. Few more here. Good. Bring it down for a second. All parts. All right, grab that ball, just the ball this time, behind that left leg. Right knee is bent, abs are in. Pinky towards the up and back, right? Oops, sorry. So that leg rotates up and back, and that pinky goes up and back. So we're getting some rear deltoid and outer hip, and a little bit of tricep. Last two, and last one. Bring that down. We're going to bring that ball back between your thighs again. Feet are in a little bit of turnout, and roll up on those toes. And then from there, squeeze your heels together, right? Make sure those heels are still together. Bend the knees, drop the heels. Lift the heels, but they still have to be together. Straighten the legs. bend the knees, drop the heels, lift the heels still together, straighten the legs. Down, bend, up, straighten. Down, bending, and up and lift. And then you can just turn that into one nice fluid motion. And let's use that weight in our right hand. Good. And way out here, it's just a nice little bicep curl, but away from your body, right? So you create that extra challenge. Two more. Good. Stay up. Knees are slightly bent. Heels are together. Arm is slightly bent. You're going to straighten your leg and straighten your arm. Straighten, straighten, straighten. You should feel that inner thigh squeezing and that right arm bicep pressing, squeezing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Straight arms. And relax. Let's do that on the other side. Only we're going to have our feet. No, you know what? We're going to stick with that. I really like that turnout because that challenges you to keep your heels together. So heels together, abs drawn in, come up and make sure your heels are still together. And we'll start with that slow motion. Heels down, they're still together, bend the knees. Heels raise up, straighten those legs. So we come down, bend, lift up, and straighten. Down, bend, lift up, and straighten. And then when you're ready, you can just make that a fluid motion. Left arm off to the side. Again, get it nice and straight and make your bicep curl kind of small, just so you're working it a little more. Heels stay together at the top. Notice if your heels are separating at the top. Good. 2 more like this. Last one. Come, let's see, how did we do this? You're up on your toes, your knees are slightly bent. You straighten the arm and straighten the leg, pulsing, straightening, straightening. Get it nice and straight, both legs and arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Grab both your weights and turn your chair. Put your ball on your chair, please. And then your feet are, depending on how wide your chair is, so that you can just sit on your chair, but you're higher than normal, right? Abs drawn in, feet are in a little bit of turnout. All right, so here comes the challenge. I want you to rise up until you are only hovering on that ball. And you should feel my quads are already shaking. Shoulders up, back, and down. I'm slightly tipped forward, hands right straight in front. Square up those elbows, nice straight arms. You are lifting and lowering both hands at the same time. 4, 3, 2, alternate like you're a little kid pretending to drive. Thumbs are up. Start bringing those arms out to the sides, still driving your car. Got a big steering wheel now. Bring those hands back in towards center. Small motion, teeny tiny. And open back up again. I hope you feel your quads. If you don't, roll up on your toes. Hover on that ball. So fronts of your shoulders, quads should be working. Heels are lifted, so you might feel those calves. And relax. Whew. Hope you guys felt those. All right. Let's, I think we're finished annoying the calves. So let's go ahead. Left leg forward, right leg back. Press that right heel down and push the hips forward, right? So make sure you're getting that nice long lunge stretch. Let's open that right arm so that from your fingertips to your heel, you're in a straight line. And then bend that knee, but keep pressing the heel down. Roll up on those toes. Turn your toe out and your heel in. Lunge into that left leg. Put your right hand on your right hip and rotate it forward. And then lift that right arm up and over to your left, right? So it goes to the back. Woo, bend that knee. And then come up. Turn your toes in, heel out, press that heel down. And now lift your right arm up and over, opening to the right, and bend that right knee. Lovely. Other leg. So right leg forward, left leg back. Press that left heel down, lunge into it, and then that left arm is going to come up. So from fingertip to heel, you don't have a booty sticking out, you're not up here, you're reaching long straight lines, and bend that knee. Roll up on those toes, pivot your left toes out, put your left hand on that left hip, lunge forward in your right knee. Bring that right arm, or excuse me, left arm up and over to the right, and bend that left knee. And then up on those toes, toe goes in, heel goes out, lunge it forward, hips come with you, and then that left arm opens to the left. Bend that left knee, and come up. Woo. So hopefully those calves are nice and stretched out, and hopefully I won't annoy them too much more. Okay. I think you'll probably be able to use both weights for this next one. So you're gonna stand on your left leg, and that ball goes back behind that right leg again. And we're back in that parallel to the ground position. Both weights are in your right hand. Palm to the sky. Don't let your shoulder roll back and down. Good. All right, we're going to bend the elbow the tiniest bit, and then we're going to straighten it. Bend and straighten. So tricep action. And then when you're ready, you start squeezing the ball, hamstring. Hamstring, tricep. Left leg is not on vacation. Abs are in. Four, three, two, and one. Hold everything there. Isometric, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stretch things out for a moment. So right leg is coming up and forward in that left knee. You do get to stick your booty out this time. So your back goes nice and flat as you roll those right toes up. Press those toes down and then roll that up. Take that right leg across the left. Stick that booty up and out. Round it under. Stick it out again. Round it under. Stick it out. Remember that little side to side we did earlier? Wag that tail. Good. And then right foot down in front of the left. Right arm up and over. Press your hip to the right. And back to center. All right. I was getting ready to stretch the left side, but we didn't do the left side yet, did we? Ha. All right. Fall behind that left leg. Both weights are in the left hand. Bend that right knee, torso nice and parallel. Lift that leg to the sky. Start your hamstring curl first, and then bend and straighten that arm. Small bend, all the way straight. So really get that full extension so you get that tricep. Three, two, and one. Isometric. Squeeze the ball, lift the arm, hold, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, now we get to stretch out that side. All right. Left leg out in front, slight angle. In that right knee, flat back. Roll those left toes off the ground, please. And then we'll bring it back down. And one more time, bring them up. We'll come all the way up. Cross that left leg over the right. In the right knee, tailbone goes long, tailbone up in the air, and then we round it under. And stick it out again. And round it under. Stick it out and give it a little shake. And then left leg in front of the right, left arm up and over. Beautiful. All right. We are going to take our ball and our weights with us as we come down to the ground. And I don't think you're going to need your chair, so you can push it out of the way. And let's head on down. And we're gonna start with that ball between our shoulder blades. Now, you're gonna have some options on this position if your neck gets tired of holding your head up, you're just gonna roll that ball a little farther towards your neck. So let's put both weights in your left hand and bring that left arm over your head. As a matter of fact, go ahead and give yourself some support with your right hand, but don't pull your neck forward. So try and have your head in line with everything else. And then we're gonna do some awareness to start with. So bring your left arm up over your head and notice how your ribs lift up. So I want you to press your ribs into the ball and use that along with the straight arm to come up. So press down to come up and press down to come up and press down to come up. And one more like that, up and over, straighten. Now bend your left elbow, pinky to the sky and straighten, 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 straighten. Now palm to the sky, bend the elbow and straight, straight, straight. And now pivot all over, palm faces down, straighten the arm, straighten the arm, straighten the arm, straighten the arm. And then back to pinky, and we're gonna put those first two things together. So up and over, bend your elbow, straighten your elbow, press into the ball. Up and over, bend, straighten, and press. Up and over, bend, straighten, and press. Look down and see what's going on in your knees and your hips. Mine want to wobble all over the place, so see if you can find some stability there. Last two, and last one. Let's move those weights into your right hand. Left hand supports you, and we'll just start with that straight arm. Remember, we press into the ball to lift up. Good, and then stay up and over that ball, but pull the ribs down, bend your elbow, pinky to the sky, pinky to the sky, pinky to the sky, pinky to the sky, and then palm up, press, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, palm down, bend, straighten, two more. And then pinky to the sky, up and over the ball, press the ribs into the, bend your elbow, straighten your elbow, press the ribs to come up and over, bend, straighten, and up and over, bend, straighten, and up and over, bend, straighten, up. Two more. And relax. Let's bring that ball out from under us and bring it between your leg, thighs, and just give yourself a nice little break here. Hug those knees in, take a little rock side to side. All right, and then let's move the ball down between your calves, and your feet can be in that Pilates V turnout. Let's take one weight and put it on your low abs, or if you want, you can put it on your rib cage. If it's on your low abs, that's going to give you awareness of, are they sinking down? If it's on your ribs, that's going to give you awareness of, are they popping up or pulling down? So, and heck, you have two weights, you can do both. Deep breath in, exhale, sink your ribs down, sink your abs down, keep your heels together. On the inhale, move your knees away from you, opening up the angle of your hip, heel tap, and then back up on the exhale. And just keep that going for me, please. Inhaling as the knees move away, and exhaling to lift back up. And keeping that awareness, abs flat. Not letting your back lift up. If there's a slight arch in it before you start, neutral spine, that's fine. You're just going to keep that. So you guys keep going for me for a moment, please. All right. And then we're going to change that toe touch exercise by lifting our hips up and bringing that ball underneath your tailbone. So while it's underneath your tailbone, you don't want it way up underneath your low back. But once you then come back up into your tabletop, you'll be in that pelvic tilt. So your low back might be a little closer to the ground, but your knees are probably going to be a little closer to you also. And then you have options. You could do a single leg toe touch, but of course the toe's not going to touch all the way down, right? You could do double leg. You could do what we just did, those little froggy feet. But here's my challenge to you. You're on that ball. can you do it without your hands on the ground, right? So then you're on that unstable environment. As you move your legs, you might wobble side to side. So those little intrinsic muscles have to figure out what to do. So give me a few more of those, please. And then let's bring that ball onto the fronts of your ankles, take a little rock side to side. And then as you're ready, you're going to bring your forehead to your knees and start rolling like a ball, trying not to kick the ball away. And then next time you come up, you're going to sit right up on that ball. So sitting up nice and tall, the advantage of being on that ball is it'll help your hamstrings, a little easier on your hamstrings, but obviously it's unstable. Flex your toes back towards your face, sit tall, and then give me a nice hinge forward. Try not to drop and around, but press tall. Good, and then all you're gonna do is roll forward enough that that ball comes underneath your low back. So now you have support in a leaning back position, shoulders up out of your ears, arms into a T. So here's what, since we have the ball, let's make sure we're not dropped into that. You want to be using it to lift yourself up so that as we rotate side to side in this hinged back position, we're not rounding back and we're not grinding on those vertebrae or those discs. So just opening to each side, your head can follow your hand, or you can keep that head in front and reach with that back arm. Beautiful. All you're going to do is pivot your knees towards me and bring that ball underneath you, just for a second. We're going to bring that elbow right underneath the shoulder, push that shoulder back, and then we're going into a side plank. By the way, if you need extra cushioning for your elbow, be sure you fold up your mat. Okay, and as you come up into that side plank, lift that ball up out from under you, and then replace it under you, but someplace where now it's touching. If I left it here, it wouldn't still be touching. And then I want you to indent that ball and lift up off of it. So it's a pet ball, right? You don't want to squish your pet, right? You just want to gently let them know that you're there. You love them. It's a love squeeze, but not a squish. And relax. All right. We will do the other side, but meanwhile, let's bring that ball underneath your belly button as you turn onto your forearms, shoulders up, back, and down. So we're just going to start with a pre-plank here. So collarbone pulls back, chest pulls back, ribs pull back, so you feel as if you're just kind of hovering on that ball. You should really already feel the plank action. If that's good enough, stay there. If you want a little more, feel free to tuck your toes, lift your legs. And if you've done that, then I'd like you to roll the ball forward and back a little teeny bit without piking your hips. So you keep contact with the ball and you don't want to create a flat tire, of course. So you don't squish your ball. And then when you're ready, come down. Round 2 of the forward plank. You can stay with that, or you can bring that ball for balance underneath your ankles or the fronts of your toes. And then come on up into your plank. And if you're doing that, if you want, you could try a little pike lift and then roll back onto the ball. And a little pike lift and roll back onto the ball. Don't have to do that. It's an add-on if you want. Totally up to you. All right. When you come down, we're going to do a plank on the other side, a side plank on the other side, same as what we did before, the little squish love. And then we'll balance on this side, and then we'll go back and balance on the other since I forgot. I probably didn't need to tell you all that. I could just pretend as if it was part of the plan, right? Elbow underneath shoulder, shoulder pushes back. Bring that ball up, or bring yourself up. Then put that ball where it's barely touching and give it a little squeeze and a lift, a little squeeze and a lift, allow a little tiny squeeze lift. So feeling this in those obliques. And come down. So if you want to stick with that on this side, that's fine. If you want to try the balance with this side plank, you always want to put your bottom foot, the back leg, bottom back, the bottom on the back, and then top leg comes in front. And then you come up and you balance, and you can simply stay there. If you felt fancy, you could roll that ball forward, in and out. I don't feel that fancy right now. And gently down. All right, and then since Bozo forgot on the first side, let's do the other side. So elbow support if you need it. And again, you can go back to that other version, the swishing or loving the ball, loving the pet ball, or you can try the balance. As always, bottom leg goes towards the back, top leg comes up, and then you just hold it. You can do fancy stuff if you want. You can dip and lift, but you have to make sure you're not, pressing it into that shoulder. And come on down. Okay, let's roll over onto our spine. As you do so, make sure that your weights are kind of handy, maybe off to each side. And then all we're going to do is put both feet on the ball, walk those feet back towards you, and press up into a bridge. Last little bit of glute action. Tuck the hips a little extra, pull the ribs in, lift your right arm, lift your left arm, lift both. What? Right arm, left arm, both. Left arm, right arm, both. Left arm, right arm, and both, and down. That's it. All right. Left knee bends and ball comes behind the right knee, please. Use the edges of the ball or the round part of the ball. The round part of the ball? Anyway, you know what I'm doing. Bring that up and over to the right and let the left knee drop open. Then come back through center and straighten out your left leg. Flex through that left heel. Bring that right knee in nice and close. Try to keep the rib and thigh connection, but press that right heel towards the sky. And then finally roll that ball up your ankle, point your toes and lift yourself up and flex through the heel to pull yourself down. Bring that ball behind the knee again. Slide your right hand under your weight and bring that leg partway to the left and then all the way over if you want a bigger twist. And then as you come back through center, cross that right, or put that right foot on the ground, bend the left knee, and then extend that left leg up. And then grab that ball that should be right there, and you're going to thread the needle using that ball behind the left hamstring. Let's flex and point that left ankle and rotate and give it another little gentle pull. And then finally, cross the legs all the way over, slide both hands under your weights. You won't need the ball for this. Hopefully it's not in the way. And knees are going to drop to the left. One more time for a twist. And then come on back through center, bend your right knee, bring that ball behind the left, please. Hug it in. Give it some rotations and let it drop left as the right leg drops open. And then we'll flex through that right leg as we come back through center. Bring that left knee nice and close and then lift the heel towards the sky. And then roll that ball up. Did we point and flex? I don't know, we did at one point. Bend that again. Slide your left hand underneath and drop the knee to the right. As you come back through center, put the left foot on the ground. Drop that left leg open, and then we'll thread that needle by grabbing that ball and bringing it behind the right hamstring. You can use your left elbow to push that left knee open, and let's point and flex the right foot, ankle. Good, bend that knee, cross those legs all the way over. You won't really need the ball at all. And then knees are upright. And come on back through center. Hug that ball between your thighs and your ribs. Take a little rock side by side, roll it up. You can just place that ball off to the side. Let's come on to our hands and knees for a cat bunny. So, because it's Easter soon, as you exhale, round into your cat stretch. And as you inhale, it's a bunny. So my bunny goes, and then roll into your cat stretch. And then open into your bunny. And then hands are going to slide forward, high plank, abs in, tailbone back, press back, down dog, walk it back as much as you want. Let's pedal those feet out. Get one more stretch in those calves. We worked them quite a bit today. Good. Wide stance. Walk back, hang your head, nod yes, and shake no. Bend your knees, lift your chest, shoulders out of your ears, round into your cat, open into your bunny. And then lift up.